Hey, I'm Ben Reno-Weber. I'm the councilperson for District 8, and I am so excited to be able to profile some of the amazing small independent businesses in our part of the city. We are lucky to have these amazing entrepreneurs who have taken the risk of making their dreams come to life. And we are so lucky to be in a part of the community that just wraps around business owners like these. So I'm really excited to have you all join us in getting to know some of the very cool businesses in the Highlands. Aaron, thanks so much for being here today. Can you talk a little bit about the unique nature of the Bardstown Road corridor?
Whether it is a solution, a problem, a new business, or just a concept, it's a multi-layered approach. No matter what our challenges have been, a unique solution's been found.
What is the role that the Highland Commerce Guild plays in the life of this neighborhood and this community?
We are, generally speaking, a voice. You don't have to be a member to come to our meetings. That communication has led through many solutions, through multiple avenues.
I grew up in this neighborhood. This corridor has always been this vibrant area. I think there was a real step back during COVID. Can you talk about what you're seeing now along the corridor?
Yes, challenges. COVID, we lost right and left, but for every business we lost, others have come in. A prime example is the building we're in. They built Mellow Mushroom. The building sat vacant for quite some time. Beyond the Sun comes along, hundreds of $1,000s renovation on this property, and once again has become a viable spot. And that's one thing we have up and down here, multiple destinations.
So if someone is looking at locating a business in Louisville or along this corridor, what would you say to them?
Look for where the neighborhoods cooperate with the businesses and where the businesses cooperate with the neighborhood. And our history in this area has proven itself repeatedly. Those solutions that are formed, combined, peace is found. And through peace, great economic success.
You know, it's funny to hear you say that, because I think when I first came into this office, one of the biggest issues was noise.
Yes, sir.
You know, a lot of complaints, and neighborhood associations felt like they were very much at odds with the businesses.
Well, I have to commend your office, because I know they had up to 30 complaints. I mean, that's just in a month, not just each month. And I think the recent totals are down to 5.
Yeah, or less.
Our police returning to the beat mentality, walking the streets, the visible presence, and again, bonding with the businesses and the neighborhoods, creating an opportunity to have a verbal exchange that's peaceful. Why wait until there's a major crisis? Let's work and notice changes. And that's one thing I have to give credit. Some of the business owners saw some things happening faster than I did. But once we identified the problems and got the resources in place, we got things calmed back down. History counts, perseverance counts, but community is number one.
I love it. So you operate businesses on both ends of the Bardstown Road corridor.
We start with Sola Steakhouse. That was the first business, and then we decided to expand, and we saw this beautiful building and decided to acquire it, and that's how Beyond the Sun came to be.
What is the concept for Beyond the Sun?
The concept is different because we have 2 ambiances. On the first floor we have fine dining, more quiet space. But on the second floor, we have a lounge that is a more relaxed environment where you can listen to live music, have a DJ on the weekends, and enjoy top-notch cocktails too. My favorite part is seeing people happy every time they walk in the building and they see how different it is, how inviting. We get so many compliments from the community and from the patrons.
Well, I can tell you that I am being very distracted right now by the dish that is here. Can you tell us about what we've got here?
Steak bourbon star. It has a bourbon sauce on top. It's delicious. This is a favorite. It's our signature dish.
Oh man. That is amazing. Has there been anything that has surprised you since you have opened the business?
We were expecting not having too many people in at first because it's a new business, and we were surprised that on opening night we couldn't handle. It was so much people coming in, and we are just overwhelmed by the welcoming of the community. So we are so happy about that. So we were really surprised that people were really wanting to come in and try the food and try the cocktails. That was really surprising. We were not expecting that.
Tell me what your favorite things to drink and to eat are.
I always recommend the croquettes as an appetizer.
Okay.
Those are my personal favorite.
Yeah.
It's got a little bit of a Cuban twist to it.
Yeah.
Comes with a side of pink sauce. Finishes it off just great.
What would you like to say to the neighbors who are just exploring this?
We look forward, to sharing the block with the rest of the neighborhood. We're all in here for business as well. We're most definitely just trying to bring something unique into the neighborhood, something different, something that the rest of the restaurants we believe aren't going to be able to bring to the table.
Surprise Lily Boutique. Our first day was October 5th of last year. We offer chic, cheerful, and colorful clothing, accessories, and gifts in the Highlands. This is my neighborhood. This is my passion project. It's so beautiful. I get to live one street over from this wonderful business that I love. Being able to welcome my neighbors and my friends into the storefront is just a really unique opportunity that I'm so excited to be part of. My favorite product we're carrying right now, we have one left. So this is our Kristen Rickrack dress. It's actually named after someone who lives here in the neighborhood, and I just knew this would be perfect. She purchased it as well. I have been welcomed truly with open arms here in the Highlands, and I was a little worried about, bringing a little pink into the neighborhood, but there have been women who have come both, within the neighborhood itself and from afar. I even had some individuals from Alaska that came to join us a few weeks ago. But I'm very much surprised by how many people from out of town we are getting here, and it's just so wonderful, especially on the weekends, to meet people from Nashville and Chicago and Cincinnati who are coming here to Louisville to make this a destination for them. I had a really stellar holiday season. I would just say, progress over perfection. When I started, I just every day did one single thing to move this business forward, and I think when sometimes rent can be high or you worry about those factors, sometimes starting small and seeing where that takes you is a great way to kind of at least get started. We are on the track to move forward and excited, especially for the upcoming Derby season and for spring.
Tell us about Georgia's Sweet Potato Pie Company.
We are a mission-driven company that provides excellent customer service and quality desserts to our customers in the community. But we do something a little bigger than that. We actually take a portion of our profits and we buy books, and we donate books and give free books to children all over the world.
I love that. Tell us about what you serve.
Besides kindness and love, we do our 3-inch pies inside the bakery. And actually we have everything from a sweet potato pie to a sweet potato pecan. We have a Kentucky bourbon pie. We do sweet potato cheesecakes, cupcakes, ice cream, brownies. But now I can actually add like homemade whipped cream on top. I can do our sweet potato pie ice cream on top. And then we do these little drizzles and toppings. So now we can, add a little magic to it now.
Tell us a little bit about the mission parts of your work.
I'm actually an early childhood educator by trade. And so in my one part of my life, I felt like my life wasn't being fulfilled. My creator told me I needed to do more. So at the time, my creator just said help children. So we was thinking about the time about starting a nonprofit. And that's how actually this business was started, because I knew enough to know if I started a nonprofit, I had to have funding.
Yep.
And I'm a type of person, I'm not gonna ask anybody for anything. I'm not gonna beg for no money. So I knew if I did this, I had to be self-sufficient and be able to supply the income that I needed. So I was good at making a pie. My niece said, sell your sweet potato pie. And that's actually how Georgia's Sweet Potato Pie Company was created. We named the company Georgia's after my grandmother because my grandmother taught me that giving is a gift. And that was a gift that she had. So Georgia's Sweet Potato Pie Company, that's just the vehicle. So when people come here and you buy a pie and you feel the love and you enjoy the products and the dessert that you're eating and that you're experiencing, you are helping us to be able to make a difference in the life of children, not only in this community, but children all over.
What a positive promise.
Positive promise. Hey,
Yeah.
It wasn't just catchy, but it actually just came because I felt like that books actually open doors to show children that anything is possible. And so that's kind of where that term came from. I have been told that books have saved lives, that it can transport a child or an adult,
True.
and it can actually take them to a place where maybe they have never been before. It introduces you to people and places and cultures that you might not have ever come in contact with. Books, it makes the world smaller. So that's where it's come from, this paths of promise, paths of purpose. When you get a book out of there, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you have 1 million books on your bookshelf. If you get one of our books that promotes diversity, inclusion, acceptance, it's gonna hopefully open your eyes to maybe someone in a place that you might not have never went to. So that's where it just comes from. It just gives you hope. We're in the process of putting a Paths of Promise library in every zip code of the city of Louisville.
I love it.
I'm collaborating with Ben with over the community centers.
Ben Johnson.
Yes, Ben Johnson. So hopefully within a couple of months, we will have a Paths of Promise in every community center. Yes, I love my city. Also, I know I have a responsibility to advocate for the communities that maybe don't have what some of the other communities have. And I use that platform in the past. It allowed me to use my platform to say, hey, my business is in the Highlands, but I live over here.
Right.
And I see this happen here. Why can't we have something similar? We may not have to have the same thing, but we want something similar.
Yep.
And I'm gonna be the one to stand up and say, hey, I'll help you do it. People can just send us a message and say, hey, I live in Washington or I live in Bullitt County. I can't get to you. Can you send my child a book? We pay postage. We mail the books out. We put little affirmations in the little book saying you're special, you're a rock star, just little stuff like that.
You're
to the family.
basically Dolly Parton is what you're saying.
I don't know. She's my idol, so
That's fair. That's fair.
I'm her elf.
You are the best. We're so glad to have you.
I'm glad to be in the Highlands.